Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty's Side. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a little while. Man, there's a lot going on here in Portland. I'll tell you what. A lot of crazy fires and shit. But I'm not here to really talk about that today. Today, I want to discuss the cure for Karens. Basically, what we need to do, or I guess return to get rid of them. To make them stop happening. All these public freakouts and, calling the cops on people for little stupid shit, freaking out, yelling in public. If you really stop and excuse me, boil it down, really bring it back to its root, it is a lack of fathers in the home. Strong fathers, strong male role models. And a lack of corporal punishment on these kids with weak or no male figures in their life. Because I don't know a lot of kids that if they were hit as a kid, they don't do this shit. They don't act out like this. I don't act out like this in public. And I was hit as a kid. And what that instilled in me, when your parents or your grandparents would give you that look, and you know the look I'm talking about. Excuse me, damn. Just woke up and I'm still getting all this shit out. But when they would give you that look, you knew, like, oh shit. And the thing was like, okay, if I straighten up and I act better, maybe nothing will happen and they'll just yell at me or something like that. But when you have this conscious or subconscious thought or knowledge that your actions have consequences, this kind of shit just doesn't happen. And with these Karens, they go off and they throw these temper tantrums and knock things off shelves or start yelling at people and stuff like that. There's no thought of what's next. What does this do to get me what I want? And the problem is that there's been weak people in their life that go like, okay, I know, just stop and blah 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 here. So they act out like this to get what they want because it's worked, because there've been weak people in their lives. And you know what stops that kind of behavior real fucking quick? Is when they're a kid and they act out like that. You see that the beginnings of a Karen, you stamp that out by going, pop. Don't ever do that again. Because they go, oh shit. They're like, ow. I don't want to feel that again. That's what stopped me from doing a lot of shit. Was that I didn't want to experience that pain. I didn't want that in my life. But there's also like getting grounded too or something like, because I didn't want to get grounded. I didn't want my video games to be taken away. So that made me stop and think. And that's what these Karens don't do. And that is the cure for getting rid of these Karens. Now, there's been a lot of videos of like the Karens get all pissed off and they get arrested or whatever, but they just, nothing happens after that. You know, they're just released or whatever. Maybe a slap on the wrist or some shit like that. And that's not going to change them. That's not going to do anything. Come on. These Karens are used to getting what they want by yelling and screaming and making a scene. Now, I'm not advocating for violence against people, especially grown-ups, but I love it when I see one of these videos of Karens freaking out and someone just slaps the shit out of them. I love that. There's this one video, if you really think about it, she kind of is a Karen. It's some black chick in like a Subway or something like that, and she's dogging on some guy, some black guy. And then she starts smacking at him in the face, and he just like cocks back and pow, and just, it's so loud and everything like that, and everyone's like, oh shit. And to me, that's how you handle a Karen. She was being a little Karen. She was not getting her way, and so she thought that yelling and, making a scene, yelling and screaming, and then starting to hit on a guy because her life, guys probably didn't really hit her back, and they just kind of took it. And then she's surprised when some guy actually popped her back. And man, that was fantastic. Oh, I loved it. And the thing is, though, is like, part of this is just my experience in talking out of my ass, but another part is all the studies that have been done about how children with fatherless homes or very limited fatherless or father contact leads to this kind of behavior. That leads to more imprisonment, more depression, more alcoholism, all that kind of stuff. It is without strong male role models in their life that this happens. That is what has made the Karen. And what's the male equivalent? Kevin? Something like that. That's what causes this, is weak ass people and no corporal punishment. Anyway, that's my thought. Let me know in those comments below. I do read them. I just don't respond. I don't take the time to do that. I take enough time with these videos. That's about how much time I devote to YouTube. But I do read them. Anyway, take care, all. Thanks for listening to me rant about Karens. I love you all. Catch you later.